Hey guys, Mike here at MS Tutorials and welcome back to a new video. Alright, well today we're going to do a request from Allison and she asked me, can you model a tube of toothpaste? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now this is actually a bit tricky because of the way the shape develops as it moves down the tube. And there are a couple of ways you can do this. You can use NURB circles and loft it, but that doesn't turn out very clean. So we're just going to use a basic polygon cylinder. Okay, so we're going to take a cylinder, we're going to pull it out, we're going to hit E, and we're going to rotate that over to 90 degrees. And then we're going to switch to our front view right here. We're going to hit W, we're going to move it over here. We are going to turn on our X-ray right there. And then we are going to hit R and we're going to scale it down. And we're going to scale it down to a point where we kind of fit the start right there. Okay, so scale it down some more. That should be roughly the inside of the cap, which would stick out just about that far. All right. And actually, let's make sure we have caps set to 0. All right. Okay. So we're going to take this guy, we're going to right click and go to vertex. We're going to drag these vertices and we're going to bring them in to right there, very, very close. That's going to be the section that's going to be inside the cap. And then we're going to move in, right click, go to face, select that and go to edit mesh and extrude and pull that out. And from this view, we are going to bring it back to about here and then hit R and scale it up until we meet that end there. And then we're going to hit G to repeat last command, W to pull out. Okay. And we're going to kind of follow the top and bottom line there. So as we do that, we're going to hit R just to scale that a little bit. G to repeat, W to pull out, R to scale, G to repeat, W to pull out, R to scale. And we're just going to focus on the top because our image is probably not 100% symmetrical. Okay, so GW, and try to keep your segments roughly the same shape. GW, and R to scale just a little bit. GW, R to scale, GW, GW. And as you can see, I'm not stretching it out at this point because we're going to flatten these edges later on, and that's going to raise it in height. Okay, GW, 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 and GW. All right. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Now, the problem here is that actually I, don't have a proper image from the top. Okay. So in order to fix that, we're going to eyeball it. Okay. Now, we all have seen these tubes, so we kind of know how that looks. All right. So now we're going to start to manipulate these edges. So we're going to right click and go to edge. We're going to double click on this guy. And this should select all my edges. I'm just going to hit 4 for wireframe mode so I can see it better. Normally I'd be able to select them all in one go, but apparently not today. And deselect that one, select that one. Okay, got it. All right, 5 for shaded mode. We're gonna hit R, and we're gonna start to push that in just at the end. Okay. Now hopefully these guys, yes, they respond a little bit better. That's good. So we're gonna push that in as well. And go to the next one. Let's see if it's easier to do it from the top. Okay. So we'll take this one and push that in. This one, push that in. And just try to create a flow that looks kind of natural. Okay. So let's take our midpoint. So we kind of have a reference. So let's say this is the point where it's coming in. This one we're going to pull out a bit. All right. Okay. Looks a little bit fat overall. So let's tweak that a bit more. Okay, so here in the front, it should be pretty much fully round. So let's take this, and it's all a matter of tweaking, obviously. Starting to look a little bit more like a tube. That's a bit better. We'll take this one in. All right. Okay, we're going to do a test smooth. Right click object mode, hit 3 to smooth out. All right, hit 1 to go back. We're going to add some edge loops to hold that shape. So we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool option box, make sure we got single setting. And we'll go in here and add one at the end, just to hold that shape. And then we'll go in here and we'll add one right there and right there. Hit Q on your keyboard, right click object mode, and 3 to smooth out. Okay, we need to do a bit more. As you can see, this is too round. So hit 1 to go in and insert edge loop, and we'll do one right there. One right there, and one down here. Okay, Q on your keyboard, right click object mode, and 3 to smooth it out. Okay, cool. Then let's focus on the cap. Okay, for that, we're going to take another polygon cylinder. We're going to hit E to rotate it to 90 degrees. And we'll just take this guy, and actually we still need it. So we'll hit W, we'll move it out. We'll take this guy, move it forward, and move it in. From our top view, we're going to hit 4 for wireframe mode. And let's make sure it's in the middle. And then we're going to hit R and we're going to scale it down. Let's check on it from this view. Okay, so we're going to hit W. And like I said, my image is not 100% symmetrical. So we're going to align it with this guy, not with our image. Okay, so this alignment is good. We are going to hit R and scale it up a bit more. Just check it based on this reference. Hit 4 for wireframe mode so we can see that we're in the middle. That looks okay. And then we're going to right click. Come on. Right click vertex, take these top vertices, bring that out a little bit. Hit R, scale them in to that point right there. And then we're going to go into Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool, and we're going to add an edge right there. Okay. We're going to hit F to zoom in. Q on our keyboard. We're going to right click, go to face. We're going to select this entire face row and go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. Let's do 0.1. That's too much. 0.03. That's a bit better. And then we're going to go in, right click, edge, take that outer edge and hit R and scale it out so that that section is level. All right. Okay. Now we need to deal with these sections in between here. So what we'll do there is we will right click, go to edge, switch to this view and select all of these edges. And then we're going to go to Edit Mesh and Bevel. That's all right. And then we're going to go in and right click, go to Face. And we're going to take the ones that are a bit thicker. All right. And we're going to go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. Let's do 0.03. Let's see how that looks. That's actually not bad. All right. We need to make sure that we have a slight opening between these two. So we're going to right click on Object Mode, hit W and pull that out just slightly. So that looks all right. Now we're going to texture this guy. So we'll get rid of him. All right. Now, obviously, this is plastic, at least the cap is. Okay. I'm going to try a smooth, but I'm not sure what that's going to look like. So, not too bad. Hit 1 to go back. Go to Insert Edge Loop Tool. And we're just going to add some edges. So, we'll do one here, one here, one right there, and one right there. Q on our keyboard, right click Object Mode, hit 3 to smooth out. That's actually nice. All right, we're going to select it, right click, assign new material. Let's go with a blend. And let's make that white. And as soon as we get to the lighting part, we can see, what that's going to look like. Then we're going to take this section. So we're going to take the lid or the cap Hit Control H to hide it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hit 1 to unsmooth. Right click face, delete that because we don't need it. And then right click object mode and test smooth again. All right. We're going to go in, we're going to right click, go to face, and we're going to select that entire face row, and then we're going to hit shift, hold down shift and hit period to increase the selected area. And for this material, I want this to look a little bit like aluminum. Okay, so we're going to right click, assign new material. We're going to go with the MA Material X, Material tab, presets, and let's see. Okay, let's see, satined metal and replace. There we go. And then we are going to take this section here, double click, and what we'll do actually is, let's do it this way. Right click object mode, we're going to select the object, right click face, select all of them, and then we're going to deselect that area. Hang on, there's an easier way to do that. I don't want that section. All right, so we got that. We're going to go up to UV, automatic, and then UV editor. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we're looking at these guys. Right click shell, and I'll just hit W and move that over. And let's see if we can make this a bit more visible. Okay, so I got that. I got this guy and these two. So I'll just kind of move them out of the way. And this right here, we don't really need that, so we're going to move it out of the way. Okay, so right here, we're going to go to edge, and we're going to select that edge, and we're going to go to polygon and move and so. And then let's see, we will focus right there. Take that one, move and so. Let's see if that flips over. It does. Okay, that's good. And then right here, move and so. Okay, right click shell. There we go. We're going to right click, go to UV. We're going to select all of this and go to polygon and layout. Right there. And let's see if we can apply some texture to this. Just trying to figure out the quickest way to do this. Okay, so I'll right click face. We got that area again. We're going to hit shift period to increase that with one step. Right click, assign new material. Let's go with another blend. We're going to go to our checkered box. We're going to go to File, Folder, Desktop, and we got this. Turn on checkered. Okay, that obviously needs some work. All right. So let's go to our UV editor. We're gonna right click, go to shell. That should be connected. Not sure why it is not. Let's rotate and rotate and get this other guy connected. Right click, edge, polygon, move and so. That's the whole thing, right? Then right click shell, polygon and layout. Right click UV, drag select this section here. Shell, that's better. Come on, rotate, rotate. Hit W, bring that in. Hit R and scale that down because we want it only in the blue section. Hit R and scale it up a bit more. And let's just check out this guy. Okay, we're gonna hit W, we're gonna bring that down. Okay, we're gonna hit R, we're gonna stretch this out because I want it on both sides. Let's see what we got here. We're getting closer, but we're not quite there yet. Let's see. Let's minimize that. Let's see what we got. Right click object mode. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so not too bad. Let's go to display, show, and all to get our cap back. We need to create something for our end section here. So for that, we'll take a cube. We'll pull that out. Pull that in. Hit R to scale in quite a bit. And then push it in like this. And then we're just gonna make this fit. Hit F to zoom in. Hit W and bring that in, and hit R and scale that up. F to zoom in once again. We're gonna hit W, and let's make sure this fits. Top looks okay. Right click vertex at the bottom. Bring that down just a bit. And then we're gonna right click, go to object mode, and bring this in just slightly. Have to zoom in. From our top view, we're gonna bring that in here. And we're gonna hit R and we're gonna scale that up like so. All right. And then we're gonna select it and we are going to go to insert edge loop, option box, multiple, and we'll do 1, which will allow us to place it exactly in the middle, like so. And then we'll do 8, and we'll do 8 here and 8 here. Close that out. Okay. And then we're gonna right click at a face. And we're going to go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. Let's do 0.05. That's way too much. 0.025. Maybe even less. 0.015. That's better. Okay. We're going to right click at object mode. We're going to hit 3 to smooth that out. As you can see, that needs some help. So 1 to go back. We're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop. Sorry, we need to make sure it's single. Yeah, there we go. Let's add one here, one there, one there, and one there. Q on our keyboard, right click object mode, hit 3 to smooth that. And I'm going to take the whole thing and we're going to hit R. Let's kind of push that in. Let's see. Okay. Now you can see that there's a slight difference in size there. So what we're going to do is we are going to right click, assign new material, blend, hit the color, and we're going to take the color picker. And let's take this color right here. Okay. Which will make it look slightly more realistic. All right. Now we're going to drag select the whole thing. Control G to group it. And we'll call it toothpaste. There we go. We're going to go to Edit, Delete by Type History, Modify Freeze Transformations, and Modify Center Pivot. Okay. Let's hit E to flip it around. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. And then we'll rotate it like that. Hit W, pull that up. We'll create a quick ground plane. Right click, assign new material. Let's do a white Lambert. All right. And then let's set up our resolution gate. We'll create some lights. Create lights, area light. Hit 7 on our keyboard. Hit W to pull up our light. Pull it out. We're going to hit T on our keyboard to aim it. So we can kind of push this guy out here. We'll hit Control D to duplicate it. Moving over here and push that one down. And the light intensity will do 0.4 on that one. And then we'll hit Control D to push one in the back. And that one will do 0.1. Okay. Let's create a quick backdrop here. Right click edge. We're going to take that edge and go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. Hit W, pull that up. And then select that again. And go to Edit Mesh and Bevel. And let's increase the segments here and increase the fraction. Okay. All right. This should be a good shot. Let's give a little bit more. Hey, where's my light? I'm missing one light. Right click object mode. Control D to duplicate. Let's take our floor and hit W and move it a little bit over there. All right. Let's give this a go. We're going to go to our render settings, Mental Ray, Common tab, HD 1080, Quality tab. Let's bump up the overall quality. That's all good. Advanced settings, we're going to go into legacy options and select global illumination. In our scene, image-based lighting, we're going to select that, and that's all good. We're going to go into our folder to select an HDRI image, Documents, Maya HDRI, and let's do a sky, why not? There we go. And I'm going to do a render. So I'll pause the video, see you guys in a sec. Right guys, well here's our final render, and obviously you can tweak this any way you like, but this is the basic setup of how to do this. So hopefully it's going to work out for you, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, bye.